Lee, obviously you're used to this now in terms of the quick turnaround in fixtures. Livingston on Saturday, obviously off the back of the defeat against Aston Villa. What have you had to do over the last couple of days just to pick the players back up?
Well, they're fine. I think day one after a defeat like that is very sore. Physically, they'd have been very sore, obviously, but also emotionally, because we wanted to go into that game and serve up more than we did. I think you have to give a lot of respect to the opposition and how on it and switched on, the respect they've shown us as a football club as well in terms of the team selection, and it was a very difficult game for us. But this is our bread and butter now. This is a game where we believe we're on a par at least in terms of this is us. We have to win these games. We have to dominate these games as much as we possibly can. A lot of respect for Livingston and the job that they do. But it's really about our focus and what we do, and we have to move on very, very quickly, because the stark reality is we want to kick off our league season, and we get the next opportunity to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously it's been a difficult start to the league campaign. How important would 3 points be on Saturday?
Well, it's what we want. We want it desperately. The players do, I do, you do, and the fans do. So we're going to need it to be a well-rounded performance. There's no doubt in that, including the supporters. That confidence that comes from the stands and that energy that they need to give us on the day, and I'm sure they will, as they always do. And then we've got to stay patient against a very dogged, resolute Livingston side. We know their threats, we know their physical threats. And it's up to us to cope with that, but also bring our style to the game. And that is where in the league, we didn't do it in the first half against St Mirren anywhere near enough, and we certainly didn't do it against Motherwell. So I think that's the pressure for us, is to play our way and play our way with panache and that energy that when we're at our best we do so well.
Yeah, you mentioned the word energy. Obviously, like you said, Livingston are very clear on their style of play. It will be a physical test for the players to come into this, like I say, with such a short time frame in between matches. How big will that physical effort be?
Well, it has to be huge. It was one of our biggest physical efforts of the season, and certainly of my tenure here, and the physical efforts have been outstanding since I've been here. So this is why we've got a squad as well. This is why we want to challenge. We're in the quarter-final of the Communities Cup equivalent, via play I should say, and we want to be successful in the Cups. We've already exceeded our expectation in terms of the European stuff, and that gives a lovely financial boost to the club, and we've had a good game as a good spectacle, even though we wanted to perform better. But the league, as I said, is our bread and butter. You only get to those levels if you're consistent, and obviously we want to finish as high up as we possibly can in this division this year.
Absolutely. And just finally, in terms of team news, is there likely to be anyone back?
No, not that I can think of offhand. From the difference between now and Wednesday, exactly the same. Obviously, we know Harry's situation. Harry's gently back on the bike today. I think he's getting his heart rate up to like 50%.
That's good news.
Really good news. So we're building that one up steadily. Jake Dorhayes came on obviously in the last game, and Josh Campbell was available as well.
Fantastically. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you. Cheers.